Hello, Untitled here, and welcome to a little video on my Duelist. It was a very long time ago since I played this build, and quite a bit of people have asked me about it, so I figured it's time to play it again. I was first thinking about doing a completely new build guide, but the skill tree ending up looking pretty much exactly the same as the last one with some few tweaks. And if I remember it, I'm going to put a link in the description to where you can find the skill tree. But there were a comment I want to see my stats, so I figured out I'm going to show the stats and play this tier 14 lava chamber map. It was a while ago since I played these characters, so that will be interesting. But this is how my skill tree looks like right now. And again, I'm going to have a link in the description to where you can find it and look for it. But I'm gonna do a very brief overview if you wanna build a build like this. You just start here, obviously, as a duelist. And then you go in your way down here, picking off bravery here, art of the gladiator, devilish, and golden's blood to get to this Wield socket here. And this build is pretty much the best skill to use for this build. I wanna say either my personal favorite, which is dual strike, or cleave. That's my two favorite skills, but this build can use a variety of skills, and you're just gonna try out which one you like the most. But cleave and dual strike are my favorites for a build like this. And then go for golden's blood, cloak and chain, to get down here to get blade barrier and amber dexterity. I like using blade barrier because I like some block chance here and there. Also take swagger, if that's the right name. Blade dancer, I have iron reflexes. It's not a must-have, it depends on your gear, but if you have some evasion on your gear, it's a good one to have. And then I just recommend going this way here, take off some brinkmanship, bloodless. I like soul of steel for that good amount of armor, but it's not a must-have, it's just if you want some more protection or not. And gloss for carnage, razor's edge, blade master, also juggernaut. Take barbarism. A Wield socket here with just damage on. Life would be nice, but well, they are more expensive if you want life and damage on them at the same time. You can probably go for an abyssal gem as well, which have flat physical damage, which would be a good choice to a build like this as well. Finally, OP here to resolute techniques I can't miss. I have strong arm, born to fight, heart of warrior, and warrior's blood. One of the comments asked me about mana. And in this build, let's see what item was. Here it is. Here is one item. Then, if you want some, you can either go to this area here and take life and mana leech here, and then you can also take vitality void if you want to. But that is like 2 points to get out here. But then, if you take in this note here, in later game, this note will pretty much take care of all of your mana needs. But when you're leveling up, it can be a good idea to even take a mana leech note, additional mana leech note. But you can either go for this note here, or you can use an item like this, which actually give you off a percentage of your physical damage is leeches as mana. So that could be a good choice as well. And as you can see, it's my only source of mana is this ring here. And you can have it on the gloves if I not misremember right now. And that's pretty much it, so let's go to this map here. Oh, before I forget it, this is almost turning into a build guide right now. When I went for my gladiator, you can do it as a champion as well and just take a lot of fortify stuff. But I like champion because I like gladiator because I like block chance. I took pain forged and versatile combatant, and after that I went for blood in the eye and gorgeous violence. And if you want, in that guy wanted to see my stats, so here's my stat for my offense. And that is way too many stats to look at. But I have 0% chance to crit, because I have resolute technique. And here's my defense, you can see my armor is 9000, not terribly high, but high enough. And some miscs and some changes. Not that really important actually. But anyway, let's go right into a map on this character, which was a very long time ago. So let's do this map here. We have element reflect, which I couldn't care less about because I'm a pure physical damage build. So let's do some lava chamber maps here. Oh, and before I forget it, this might actually turn into a build guide soon. When it comes to I'm using Dual Strike as I said, and when it comes to Dual Strike and its supports, there are a lot of options right now, but what I'm using right now are Rage. I'm using Meme, Fortify, Brutality, and melee physical damage. I like Rage because I have a relatively high attack speed, which allows my Rage count to go up and my flat physical damage to go up. I also have Maim because it's some good damage on it. Using Fortify, they both give me protection and a good amount of more physical damage, melee damage. Sorry. I was using Brutality, which gave me a good amount of more physical damage, but at the cost of doing no elemental damage and no chaos damage. And I have melee physical damage, which is just overall a really good game for a physical melee build. And then other stuff are using Blood and Sand, Herald of Purity, and Pride. I'll pretty much go over this in another video. I saw now in this update they have changed blood magic, and I had no idea about that before I looked at the build today since the update. So apparently, I don't know if blood magic doesn't exist anymore, but yeah. So my movement skills like my Whirling Blade and Leap Slam now cost mana, and I don't know if this is replaced with something, but I put my Blood and Sand there at least. Also using a Riposte together with some extra damage, because why not spice it up a little bit. Also using a Vengeance with some damage setup and life gain on hit. But enough talk, I have no idea who you are, but I'll talk to you at least. Probably something of the new update. I'm not that versed in the update in POE XL. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing, which I might just be me that have problem, but when I'm playing POE XL nowadays as a melee, attacks miss. I don't know why, but attacks miss because POE XL. As you can see, I do my attacks, but some of them miss, and they should not be able to miss. It's like with my Blood Rage. And also one thing I need to mention, this build is a very old version of a dual wield build. So it might not be the most competitive builds like that probably exist nowadays. It's a build from an old times. I think I've made this build in like, I don't know how many, 5 years have I played this build. And pretty much be the same thing for all 5 years. But I can't really figure out another way to play the dual wield type of dual wield I want to play. It definitely do the damage. But there are probably more powerful builds out there. Yeah, good way right to make a video and just talk shit about your own build. But I do still love this build. It's probably my favorite build of all time, ever. Because it's my most played one. One of the most popular videos actually. My old videos in the legacy builds. And you can see right there. That is one problem I have with... I get stuck in that. That is one problem I have with melee builds nowadays, is what happened right there. Getting desync to oblivion and just getting stuck in things. It's super annoying, and it happened to me all the time. I don't know if you're watching this video, tell me if that problem happens to you as well, because it happens to me all the time. And I don't know why, it's only POE XL that do that. And I wish that might be someday that will be fixed, but... I'm waiting for POE XL 2 that might fix those problems. Let's get rid of these enemies. I want to see the area of effect is quite nice when using Blood Sand Stance. Again, it was a while ago since I played this build, but it's still as it was back in the day, I want to say. See if we can, but the big thing will be when we fighting the boss. By the way, one good reason to play a build with this when it's just for one thing. You can see the enemies explode when I kill them. That is because of blood in the blood in the eye talent or note. We can actually call it talent, or I'm not allowed to call it talent actually. I'm talking too much. It was a while ago since I made a video actually. Let's see. Actually, that's one thing I like about being a gladiator. It's with the blood in the eye, and the enemies just freaking explode when you kill them. It's just a chain reaction. Everything just blows up and they just disappear. If I remember right, this map is a quite short map. So let's kill those. Let's get rid of these enemies here. I think the boss should be here somewhere. Yes, sorry for the sound of my computer mouse. I actually have a new computer mouse since last I made a video, so that it might be show up on the sound, but well, you know it. The damage is quite nice actually. Well, how nice the damage is will probably show up when we fighting the boss actually. But in comparison to modern builds, the damage is maybe a bit lacking. But if you're not aiming for the highest damage, just want to have fun. And here comes my Diablo 2 must-do, which I'm always putting a portal in front of a boss room, because you never know if you're messing something up. Let's take some blood stands, so I'm getting less AoE but more damage. And get rid of these enemies. I want to get rid of that. Alright, this boss shouldn't be that dangerous. What is that? I don't remember the boss having something like that with him. Fire and Fury. What is that? I don't know actually. I don't have much call right now on what is actually new in Path of Exile, because I never read the patch note, which might be a bad idea, I guess. But I'm gonna get you out of there. There we go, my first map I did on... What is that thing? What is that doing actually? Let's get rid of this enemy here. Yes, that was first time I did a map in standard since... What is that? I don't know what that is for actually. Allows you to call the move into a map from your map device. Oh well, that's interesting. I need to look that up later, I guess. Anyway, this is a little bit unstructured, half a build guide, a little video of one of my all-time characters, which I have been playing for years. Anyway, I hope you guys like it. Tell me a comment what you think about it, or maybe if I should do a real updated build guide on one of my oldest build I have. But anyway, I thank you for watching, and I see you guys soon.